Into another warm October week. No surprise, as we have had kind of a couple of smaller fronts, and then we have one coming later this weekend, which I think everyone will be excited about. But we do have a few more warm days, kind of a continuation of our weekend weather for most of this week. Currently, we're at 78 in New Orleans. Looking ahead a little bit, we do have mostly dry and mostly pretty nice weather, kind of like what we had this weekend, but it will be warm. No rain really expected until Friday, aside from maybe a stray shower one of the other days, but mostly Friday and into Saturday, we increase our rain chance just for a few scattered showers or storms. And then it does look cooler Saturday and Sunday, a welcome thing for a lot of us. Temperatures right now, again, in the 70s. And then we've been pointing out this strong front, but it's not going to make its way in. Our upper low, which I'll show you in a second, is not going to drive it all the way to the southeast. But there are some rather nasty storms with this line stretching across Oklahoma and through Texas right now, just about arriving at the Dallas area. Now, just showing you quickly, if you're concerned about that moving in, it looks like there will be some rain associated with that through early tomorrow morning to our west. But look at this. This is by 10 a.m. There might be a stray shower, really more toward Lafayette or Baton Rouge. But even though we start the day perhaps with some clouds, it does look like it will be overall a pretty dry day for most of us, and also a kind of warmish afternoon, as we'll see some of the clouds diminishing as we move through the afternoon. So for your wake up forecast, North Shore lows about 64, South Shore about 70, lower 70s in several spots. So pretty comfortable. There will be some clouds, and then again tomorrow we'll see partly cloudy skies. We'll say highs about 87. Yesterday and today they were mostly middle to upper 80s. The average high right now is 83. So we'll be a little bit above that for most days this week. Those of you joining us from La Rose, you can expect temperatures about 87. So overall, pretty pleasant day. Some clouds, especially earlier, but certainly warm for this time of year. And here's a look at your planner. You can see those partly to maybe even mostly cloudy skies at times early, and then diminishing clouds getting into the later part of the day, and our temperatures dropping through the 70s. Now here's the upper low. Looking in the upper atmosphere, it is just not going to get close enough to us to really drive that front in. It's going to kind of just move off to the northeast here. So this week we see high pressure building. Pretty nice, but dry and warm. And then moving to the end of the week, the high pressure starts to recede, and this might be the low that does bring us a brief, what could be a kind of brief cool down heading into the weekend. So high temperature forecast well into the 80s most days this week, and then a drop off into the 70s for Saturday and Sunday. So this is just an early outlook. We are several days out from this front. So these exact numbers could change a little bit depending on how it's looking, and timing could change a bit right now. It looks like the front will move through potentially Friday night into early Saturday. So still a couple of showers possible early Saturday. But look at Sunday. Models are hinting some 50s on the North Shore, 60s south of the lake, but much drier. And then Sunday we may only make it to middle 70s. So very different feel from this weekend. Satellite and radar imagery showing this little spot we've been watching in the tropics, just barely even off the coast of the east coast of the U.S. actually, barely has a chance for development. It had its window today, really, so it just really didn't get together and weakened a good bit. Now, over in a couple of other spots, we do have a couple of low pressure areas that may eventually start to curve off to the north, somewhere around the Caribbean Sea. Now, right now for 5 days, still a low chance of them actually developing. So we will see, but models don't bring anything toward our area at this point, and we'll again keep watching through the week. We'll keep you updated with what happens with those, but no threats for our area, at least through this 7-day forecast and perhaps beyond. So 7 days, you can see the heat will be here. I guess you can call it warmth or heat. I'm not sure which one you prefer, but overall, as I said, kind of dry, pretty nice sort of weather over the next several days, but well above that 83 average high for this point in the year. And then there's your weekend forecast. So we'll have many more updates on that cool front coming up for you this week as we get a better idea of just how cool it might get. But for now, I'd plan on, feeling a good bit of some fall air for next weekend.
Eyes on the weekend. Thank you, ma'am. Thousands of